Good morning. It is March 10th, 2021, and it is almost spring-like outside here in the DC area. It's sunny. I think it's supposed to get up to like 55, but the fact that it's sunny is exciting to me. Except for I can't do too much sun because my dermatologist zapping. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base on some things that were coming up. And as you all know, I started a pre-spring cleanse, just adding some herbs and tinctures and limited time eating zones just to clear out all the congestion that I feel like I've consumed during the past year. And not just physical foods, but energetically through COVID and so on. So I just felt like I needed to just merge, purge, and let it all go. So, in doing so, um, I was feeling pretty good. But this weekend, I felt like I was getting close to the peak. So I started feeling kind of tired and waffling back and forth with sleep until Monday hit, and I felt like I just did not feel well. I felt sinus congestion. I felt just not myself at all. But then when I woke up Tuesday morning, I literally felt like I had been beaten up. There was throbbing in different areas, really deep throbbing, as well as, coughing up little hairballs and just aches and pains like I just couldn't figure it out. I've not had a detox type response quite like this. It was super, super deep. Now, I also realized, as I said in other videos, I've been doing a lot of trauma healing on Mother Earth and on my clients, which of course is for me too. And then I added in deep tissue release. So, hello, of course, I was going to be affected by that, as well as doing my pre spring cleanse. So, in saying that, I kind of wanted to get a session with somebody, but I knew that it would be very unfair to try to get squeezed in. And at the same time, there was a huge part of me that said, lay it all down and be still. Just lay it all down and be still. Now, most of us aren't able to do that. And when we're not feeling well, we also have lowered our vibrations in some ways because we bring in feeling badly and then feeling victimized and feeling sorry for ourselves and having a little pity party. And like we want to get up, but then we asked for this detox, but we're not going to allow the time to let it process. So, calling in Archangel Michael and all of his mighty swords and his team of warriors to post around your home and inside your home and around your body, that lets you know that there's no other invaders coming in. There's no attachments going to occur while you surrender and lay it all down. The next thing that I found myself doing was calling in my medical assistance program. And I hadn't done that in a while. Now, if you're not familiar with the medical assistance program, it is really all of the guides and the healers and Archangel Raphael, who is the healer. So you're bringing in that whole team to help you adjust and process and filter through whatever it is that you're going through. So it aids in emotional, spiritual, etheric, your aura, your physical body, anything, doesn't matter what it is. So it helps to kind of bring it all in, and you're protected and you're getting the healing that you need so that you can really, honestly, lay it down and just let it do what it needs to do instead of fighting it and going outside yourself and looking for, meds or, you know, I call them band-aids. But if you need them to ease what's happening, that's one thing. But you can also ask your DNA and ask your guides to slow the process up. Take the foot off the gas pedal and just maybe pump the brakes a bit, okay? Because it can get intense. And depending on what your schedule is, you don't really know when the peaks are going to hit you. So you got to be able to find some kind of even balance and give yourself the opportunity to have certain times during any cleansing or detoxing or whatever it is that you're doing that you're allowing more rest during that period of time. And it's usually a few weeks, okay, depending on how congested you are. But with this past year, I think we've all had like more than our fair share. So it's been a lot. So in doing all of this, we're allowing for things to bubble up. And they are to bubble up in what I would call, they come to the surface and you can scan it so you're aware of what it is. And then you skim it and you let it go. So more stuff comes up, scan it, skim it, let it go. So it's just what Mother Earth is doing right now. She's churning and churning and churning and bringing all that things that do not serve her as a planet on any level, bringing it up to the surface for it to be dissolved and let go. But she's bringing it up to the surface so that you can wake up and actually scan it. You're seeing what's happening. The corruption, the darkness, the evil, whatever you want to call it, that doesn't serve us anymore. You're being able to scan it. If you open your eyes, you'll see quite clearly. And then be able to skim it. Let it go. So it's getting off the planet and it's getting out of here. So the more this occurs, the more of a clean slate you have. So then you get to tap in to the God source abilities and the gifts that you've always had, but they've been, packed down with all the darkness. And this is the lifetime we've chosen to get in here and bring it up, scan it, skim it, let it go. All right. So working with that medical assistance program on all levels to bring things up and out, whether you choose to do a mini detox or not, that's completely up to you. But it will help get a lot of the density out of the physical, mental, emotional, physical, mental, emotional, so that your spiritual can now be more clearly defined and seen and felt and utilized within your physical avatar. I hope that makes sense. Most of us live with what's going on here. And we do not pay enough attention to the energetic, spiritual side. That should be number one. This that houses it is number two. Okay? So 1 and 2 need to function together. But if you're just paying attention to just the physical, which is number 2, then you're a number 2. number 2, if you know what I'm saying. So our goal here is to sift through those number 2s, to scan it, to skim it, dissolve it, so that we can get more in touch with the number 1. The number 1, the antenna to God, not the Shiat number 2, okay? So tap into your DNA and ask yourself, how can I be a number 1? How can I stop, drop, and think in this moment and make this moment my platform so that the next moment's more powerful, and each moment and step going forward, I am releasing anything that has clogged up my number 2 so that I can work with my number 1. I always see things in humor, so it's how I roll, folks. Anywho, call on Archangel Michael to put his mighty warriors, post them outside and inside your house and around you. And that will help you realize that you're fully protected and you can trust the environment now. Call on Archangel Raphael and his mighty team of healers to come in and work with whatever areas need to be healed and release all of this dark density that has been on this planet and in our physicality, in our emotions and our minds, etc., and how we've been taught, and to allow all of this to be brought up to the surface, to scan it, be aware of it, skim it, let it go. I hope that helps. So much light and love to each and every one of you on this journey. If I can be of service as a coach, healer, happy to do so. And please like, subscribe, and share. And until the next video,